Couples Court with the Cutlers.
This is the case of Nickerson versus Nickerson. You all met when you were in middle school. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
All right, you've been married for 3 years. You were separated, but you've been back together now for the last year.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Nickerson, why have you brought your wife to couples court?
To find out if my wife having an affair with another man or giving my time to someone else.
Okay.
Well, first off, Your Honor, since we've been back together for the past last year, been having private calls, phone been on priority mode, and a lot of things just ain't seem right.
So for the last year, something's just not right.
Yes, Your Honor.
You think she is cheating?
Or conversating with somebody, giving my time to somebody else.
Okay.
Just don't make me feel good at all, Your Honor.
All right. Your Honor, how am I giving my time to somebody else, Your Honor? I have 7 children at home. I work a job. I work a 8 to 3 shift. And when I come home, I have food cooked for him. I have the children in order. I have food on the stove for them also. They're also fed, ready for bath, ready for, family time. So how do I have enough time to do anything?
So since you've been back together, you have been covering all those bases?
I've been covering everything, sometimes the bills too.
All right, so she gets the title of Superwoman.
Excuse me, Your Honor. But I have a question. If it's all that, why her phone is set on priority mode? From the time you get home from work till it's time for you to go to work.
Excuse me, Your Honor, I have dropped my phone I don't know how many times, and that phone have a mind of its own.
A couple days ago, we sitting on the couch, I stayed up a little later, 2 private calls come through. You said you don't know who it is, but somebody constantly calling your phone private.
What time of day did those calls take place?
It was like 12-something at night. Usually I'm sleeping. So I wonder if I'm sleeping, she conversating with somebody or meet somebody. I don't know.
So who's calling you at midnight?
I have no idea. I don't know who that is.
So all of this is causing you to have some concerns about what your wife is doing.
Yes, Your Honor.
And this has really put your marriage on the line.
Yes, sir, it do.
I can see that these priority calls are really bothering you. Was there a time in your relationship when you felt you were the priority?
When we first got married, because I'm gonna be truthful, Your Honor, she proposed to me.
All right.
All right. See,
one
who knows what she wants, step forward.
That made me feel like I was the priority then. Because I had never had a woman propose to me like that or do the things she was doing. In the relationship I came from, I was tired of being hurt. So I'm like, yes, I do. I will.
Oh. So tell me about this. So what made you decide to make that move?
We got together and I seen him, I told my friends, I was like, that's gonna be my husband. I used to tell him, I was like, that's gonna be my husband. That's gonna be my husband. And when we first met, he was coming home from football practice. I was walking to go and meet my little cousin at her school. And I seen him, he was with his shirt off, and I was like, I said, girl, who is that? She said, oh, that's my bro. I said, oh, good, he ain't your man, so tell him I say hey. And,
Well, Mr. Cutler, I can kind of remember back in the day when you would come off the basketball court and I'd be grinning and you be grinning.
Flexing my muscles and...
Well, yeah. But I just remember those are the good old days right there.
That's before I got the dad bod, right?
Well, you still got a cute thing working. You still got a cute thing working.
Okay, well, the dad bod, that's in. That's the thing right now.
I didn't know that.
You better recognize.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right, you've told us about the private calls that she's gotten. What else do you have? There's got to be more than that to make you think that she's cheating now.
It's the private calls, the priority mode. You receive pictures from other male body parts.
Okay, wait a minute, what? Have you received pictures of men's body parts?
I did, Your Honor, and that was after the fact that when I moved to Houston, well, we were supposed to be moving to Houston. I took a job offer, and it was working 7 days on, 7 days off. So every day that I was in Houston, I would call his phone. He wouldn't answer his phone. I have 6 screenshot pages of him conversating with females. Oh, you look good in that little black dress last night at the club. Oh, you was looking good. Oh, can we finish what we started a long time ago? Oh, you looking nice. Hey, what's up, shorty? Don't be no stranger. Say hey back sometimes.
Wait. Hold on. We asked you a very specific question. And that question was, how did you have a man's male part on your phone?
Because I was conversating with someone when I was in Houston after I figured that I was single because I was getting no response.
So how did you find out about this picture, Mr. Nickerson?
See, we had the same exact 2 phones.
He opened the phone.
And When the phone went off, we had the same ringtone. I slid down on the phone, and there's a picture.
But it wasn't your phone, it was her phone.
It was her phone. Because I know no male should be sending me no pictures of nobody.
Right.
And it wasn't your private parts
And
either.
it wasn't mine.
Okay.
I'm like, so who this is? I don't know. How you don't know? It's your phone. They sent this picture. Then he sent a picture of his face. So I asked her I don't know who that is.
I honestly didn't know who it was, you know. I don't know the number. I didn't save nobody's number. I was just conversating with random people, Yana. I was hurt. I was torn. I was distraught, and he just hurt me to the core. It was so much this man done to me.
Okay, wait.
You know?
I understand if somebody sends you just a private part, you may or may not be able to identify it. But when they send, I don't know. But when they send you a picture of their face, you still didn't know who it was?
I still didn't know, Yana. Apparently, it was somebody I was conversating with.
You say you understand what it's like to get a random picture of somebody's private parts? What?
I was talking about in the general, like, I can understand if you got that and you didn't know.
Okay.
Because you didn't know that particular person.
So how do you understand? Is this from personal experience?
Not at all, Mr. Cutler.
So you haven't been getting any random phone calls from random people with random body parts?
No.
Now, you're talking generally.
Yeah,
not
we're talking generally, very general.
Okay, all right.
Extremely general.
All right.
Okay.
And Your Honor.
Woo, you about to get me in trouble.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
And Your Honor, another reason why I had a feeling she was doing something, so I get a job at the furniture store delivering furniture. We deliver it come lunchtime. So I go home. I have a house key to the house. I pull on the screen door. It's locked. So why you have my screen door locked?
Well, it could be for safety reasons, right?
They have enough locks on the door on the inside.
Okay.
You banging on the door, I go immediately to the door, open the curtain and tell you to hold on. And I also see the man standing behind you, so I reach right there, I grab my moo-moo, I put my moo-moo on, and I open the door immediately, and y'all both walk through the house. Did y'all see anybody? Did y'all smell any candles burning?
Actually,
did you see the phone light on?
All right.
No, you didn't see none of that.
Actually, he didn't come in.
I have to ask you this.
Yes, Your Honor.
Have you ever cheated?
Not while we were together.
Okay.
When I found out the incident, when I was in Houston, yes, I did sleep with someone. Yes, I did tell him before I moved back home, I gave him a decision whether he still wanted to pursue our marriage or not. He said we were going to work it out because he wanted to. I said, now, do you have anything that you need to tell me? He looked me in my face and he told me no, and that was a bold-faced lie. He's cheated on me before. I found messages, I found pictures, I found all of this.
Wait. Let me understand. There was a period of separation where you were living separate from him.
It was a period, yes.
And during that period is when you had relations with someone else?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
How many folks?
It was 2.
Okay. And then you all get back together and you tell him, I was with these 2 men.
I sure did.
Because you're trying to clear the air.
Exactly, and I did it because I was hurt.
All right, and then you all move forward.
First off,
All right,
Your Honor.
so do you believe there were more than 2?
Yes, sir. The reason why I say that, because when we moved to her hometown, I go to the gas station one day. Her and her sister talk about everything. So I run into her sister at the gas station. So we start talking and all this. Her sister come tell me, well, did she tell you she slept with Rollo? She told me a totally different name. So I'm like, hold on.
Okay, so your understanding is when you all were separated, she told you about one man and eventually told you about another man.
She told me about one. Her sister come tell me about another one. Then she told me about the other one. So it become 3.
The court wants to get to the bottom of this. We've got your side, we've got your side. Now, we want to hear the sister's side. So, Ron, would you please escort the witness in?
Yes, Sean. Need you come up and sit with the witness stand up here.
How are you doing today?
Okay.
All right, would you state your name, please, for the court?
Tamika Shelton, April Nickerson's oldest sister.
Did you know that your sister was seeing other men?
In Houston, yes.
You did know that?
Yes.
Okay, and how did you know that?
We talk a lot. It's not like I was trying to tell on her, but it was like, my thing is, y'all squashed this from Houston. So when y'all came to Louisiana, that should have been left in Houston. He was telling me about April told him about the guy in Houston. She didn't tell you about such and such. It was the wrong name because all I could think about was Fred Sanford. I know the name started like with an R or something, so I'm like Rollo. So that's all I can do is just give a name. I was thinking about Sanford and Son when I said the name.
Well, that was one of my favorite shows, and Rollo was a character for sure.
Excuse me, Your Honor. I'm told from you was one name, then your sister tell me is another name.
Okay, but
Who can I
excuse me,
believe?
Your Honor. He's not telling you about the girl that started all of this. Gerald, like, you making it seem like I just did you so wrong. Like, you forgot that the girl texted your phone thinking I was you, talking about, is your wife around? I miss you. I just want to see you on your lunch break. You told these women about me. That's why I don't trust you.
I told her.
You making it seem like I am just the bad person.
Me and my wife
No.
getting back together, don't text or call from my phone no more.
So why she saying she just want to see you on your lunch break? She just miss you so much and she don't care.
If I done told her don't call or text my phone anymore, I can't do nothing about it.
Wait. We can't hear both of you at the same time. Here's my question. Was this a woman you were involved with during the break?
Yes, ma'am.
No, it was before. That's what led to the break.
Hold on.
That was during the break. She was staying in Houston at the time when I met the woman.
And that's your story, you stick it to it?
That's the truth. That's not a story.
All right, why do you think it was before that point?
Because that's why he wasn't answering his phones for me. Because he was too busy involved with her.
This is the reason you all had the break.
Her and all the other 110 women that I've seen in his messenger.
Wasn't that me?
That's why I went on break.
So, what we have here, Mr. Nickerson, you believe that your wife is cheating.
Yes, Your Honor.
And if you find out that she is cheating, you're gone.
I'm gone, Your Honor.
Right. Well, the court has ordered a polygraph test on Miss Nickerson, and we have those results. Ron, would you please escort former Special FBI agent and licensed private investigator Kendall Shull into the courtroom?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Shull, how are you today?
Fine, thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You administered a polygraph examination for Miss Nickerson, is that correct?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
All right, and you asked her a series of questions.
I did.
Miss Nickerson was asked, since being married to Mr. Nickerson, other than the two men you've admitted to, have you had sexual intercourse with any other man? What was her response?
She said no.
What did the lie detector reveal?
The lie detector determined that she was being truthful.
There you go. Wait a minute. You left you some lipstick. It's all right. It's all right.
Remember me.
Well, this is a good way.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Yes.
You ran my detector test, but does Mr. Nickerson have any results that he have?
Well, under the court procedure, we also had a polygraph examination performed of Mr. Nickerson, and we have those results as well.
Mr. Shull, you asked Mr. Nickerson, since being married, other than the one girl your wife knows about, have you had sexual intercourse with any other woman? What was his response?
He said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was being deceptive.
Oh, really? Really, Mr. Nickerson? But it was me the whole time, right? I'm the stripper girlfriend, I'm the stripper wife, but
Mr. Nickerson?
what were you doing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Who was this other woman, or who were these other women?
It was one other woman I received.
Oh, really? Or maybe three or four
I
or
received
five?
oral sex from.
Okay, Mr. Nickerson, here's the problem I have with this. First of all, I think it's interesting you were pointing at her, but our polygraph was very specific. It said sexual intercourse.
Exactly.
Versus sexual contact.
This is the clean break point. Right now, here today.
And if he can't tell the truth,
What is the story, sir?
I don't want to do it.
I had oral sex with a woman, and we had sex.
That same woman?
The same woman.
I'm hurt. I'm honestly hurt. My best friend hurt me.
Sorry.
You can't be honest with me? No matter how much I try, no matter how much honesty I give you, you don't give it in return.
From the past, you still hold on to the past like
No,
I
I'm
asked
not.
you.
I'm holding
How
on
you
to the
hold on
present.
from the past, we trying to get to the future.
But Mr. Nickerson, Do you want this to work? Because it doesn't sound like you're apologizing. You're kind of justifying what you're doing. Do you want this to work?
Yes, Your Honor. I love my wife. I grew up in a house without a dad, so I'm willing to be there for mine.
I have 4 girls. They can't look up to me and say, oh, mom is a mama figure, you know, but she keep letting daddy hurt her. I have to be a prime example for my kids.
You all will have to figure this out. This court has resources available for you, for either you to work it out together or figure out how to co-parent together. We wish you the best, and as we say in this court, do not cheat yourself out of an opportunity to have a warm, healthy relationship. This court is adjourned.
Thank you.